Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo Kachu to you, and all my nobody is not watching out there. I changed my class because there's other classes, and I figured I'd try another one. And that one I kind of learned about, like, what do these things do? And it's like, I don't think that really fits my playstyle, so yeah. But they need me to look at stuff, so I guess we'll the fabrication reprocessor. You now have access to the fabrication reprocessor. Reprocessor consumes 3 unwanted challenge cards. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I mean, I gotta open it, but I don't want to do that. I just accessed it. I examined it. That's fine.
You
I'm
got
gonna
a
talk
scan
to
of Katanga's black
Sergeant Park.
box? Nice. Look at that thing. It's what, 80 years old?
Damn.
Refineries were supposed to be the future. Park them in orbit,
Octogenarian.
fill them up, then tow them home while it all gets processed en route. They were made to mine metallic asteroids. Let me scan the logs real quick.
Sure, dude. I like your old button there. Kind of reminds me of something.
In the early 70s, Seegson refit Katanga to crack ice. They'd haul a berg into the top of Ikasi Tower, and the works ground it down into water and byproducts. All that got piped over to Boshu Tower, the water got purified, and they split it into hydrogen and oxygen. You get life support and ship propellant.
Sweet.
Entries stop in 2177. The last ones are about receiving evacuees and then some kind of exterior override.
No bueno. Thank you for your input, sir. But yeah. Playing it still, I guess. I don't know. It took so long
What'd you find? Colonial indenture.
No. I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm supposed to look at other things and talk to other people. I gotta explore. Gotta spread my wings and fly.
Marine, I heard you got scans of a facehugger.
Yeah, I did.
Let me see. A well-preserved specimen.
I already don't like you.
I'm going to pass this to Esther for analysis. We have a lot to learn about Xenomorph XX-121's life cycle. Ovomorphs, eggs, and the facehuggers that hatch from them are easy to contain and study.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. That's basically the whole problem from the get-go. And the reality that for whatever reason in the Aliens universe that all of you are just too stupid to have like full ass helmets. Ideally ones that are acid proof that you could just wear. You know, they're like real fucking sturdy. Oh wait,
Marine,
I already did the thing.
Ends in a chest burster. It gets hard.
Yeah.
Adult forms are hostile.
You don't say.
Acid melts autopsy equipment. Studies are complicated by the DNA reflex.
They're not here to
the
perform.
Host parasitized by
you know,
xenomorph changes the morphology and behavior
like,
of the adult form.
For our entertainment. They don't do like a barbershop quartet. Hello, 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 hello. Like that's not even the right thing. For the longest time. Yeah, no, I can't do it. I'm not a great singer, but that was just to make the point. Like, what the... Let's not study them. Let's just make them not a thing. Could we not? Like, it seems in this world, in the alien world, that they don't have other... They haven't really run... It kind of seems like... They haven't encountered any alien species, or they have, but those alien species they don't get talked about, or they're not problematic. And we know that the cross-section of the Predator world universe and the Alien universe, you know, that's a thing. I'm pretty sure that's friggin' canon. Maybe they made their own universe that's in between or something, but they already MCU'd that shit, like, way in the back. And it, you know, people didn't like it, people like it, whatever. It doesn't really matter. You know, it is what it is. So we know it, in general, while they may be separate, but they may also be connected. But the way people talk in the things is that aliens are not something people know about or believe in much. But they kind of do believe in them, and they just don't think that they're horrible. They're like, oh, well, we've been on so many planets, nothing's happened. It's like, well, everybody's dead, and I chose to blow up a friggin' spaceship. And it was me and a cat are the ones that survived. Spoilers for aliens. I'm not a fan, so I know you think I'm unhealthy or whatever, but it's like, why would I do that? I'm not saying I killed them. I'm telling you the synth didn't do good, and then everything just got out of fucking hand, and I happen to live because I'm a survivor.
Runner and prowler morphs breed from quadruped pack and herd animals, dogs, cattle.
Huh.
Drones and warriors, they come from humans. That's why civilians mistake them for the real form of Xenos. In reality, we've got no idea what the original form of Xenomorph XX-121 was.
Okay, so I do kind of see why you're studying it, because you're like, you gotta study the enemy to be better at it, at defeating it. Could we, like, do that not here? Could we, like, do that in a place that, like, everyone here signs a document saying, you know what you're signing up for. We will totally nuke this little asteroid or whatever. Like, you know, we terraformed an asteroid or a little moon or something. We will nuke this into oblivion if there are problems. Do not. We don't like problems. We will just, you know, like, we'll just, you know, end it. Because we can't have you getting off and doing stuff and all that. And no synths involved. No synths. Either all synths and they can't leave or and are specifically programmed, or no synths. You gotta figure that out. I just feel like it's like, again, I've watched most of the Alien movies. I don't think I've seen every single one. It's just been a while, and I just recently watched Aliens to kind of like get into this, and I was just like, dude,
and recon service. Yes,
you guys are
Marines call
idiots.
us
Like,
commissars. No, we're not as bad as you've heard.
no one
Katanga has
fucking
over 80
listens,
years
and
of
it's like,
history. But the interesting bit is from 25
these things are
years ago.
horrifying. You should never learn about them. Like, it's like, don't study them. Just, you know what they don't have? Nukes. You know what they don't have? Orbital bombardment and space travel. Don't go there. If you're even, do your scans and be like, nope. Their whole technology or their whole society doesn't make any sense.
Its owner, Seegson Company, reported the refinery was destroyed. Yet, here it floats.
They're just like, but
The
we don't
system
want to destroy
controlled by
things that
Seegson's
already
rival,
we put money
Wayland
into.
Yutani.
It's like, and again, Wayland Company, and maybe Wayland Yutani. Like, the Wayland Company has something to do with Predators. It always has, and it sort of interweaves the games together. Like, Predator Concrete Jungle was an amazing game. Deserves a remaster or whatever. But it was still hard and had its moments, but it gave you some lore, and I think it was a good thing to mix the two together. It made sense. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but Predators make sense to hunt down aliens. That just makes sense. Looking into how Predators were made, though, they were not what they were, and if you actually take the time to look it up, it's like they were actually sort of created by a superior species, and they were like this primitive species that wanted to watch them fight to death because it was fun, and they just kept getting better and better and better. They basically Darwinism them and eugenics them into superior versions. just being like, this will never turn out bad. And then it turned out bad. And then they got smart enough to use that shit on themselves and then enhance themselves. But they had their whole culture that they kind of just kept. And so they basically became hunters because they just wanted to fight worthy prey.
We compiled information
I don't
on
know.
threats to
I'm
the United Americas.
going off into the
Provided to
thing.
courts
It's
to
just,
act on. Our sources range
and then they
from
overthrew the
from
people who,
recon to
you know,
cyber warfare.
created them
Some
effectively.
believe we have spies everywhere.
They stopped being slaves and did the
Simply
thing,
not
and it
true.
was just like,
If everyone
this is
worked
really
for
on
us,
you, dude.
who would we spy
100%.
on? That was a joke. we joke sometimes.
Do you? Because I don't like jokes.
In the previous century, there were
Also, your
moderately
little
large interstellar
eye
corporations.
star thing I
They
don't
even
like.
had aspirations of competing with Weyland-Yutani. Seegson invested heavily in space facilities. In 2174, they purchased Katanga from its previous owner. The refinery was refit and towed to the mid-rim.
You have the largest Pokedex from Pokemon I've ever seen. That's what that looks like. It looks like a tablet for toddlers. It's like made so that you can't break it. Cool.
Katanga was originally constructed 82 years ago by Kinshasa Enterprise Diatat.
Yeah, I really actually don't care.
They auctioned off their space assets. That's when unclear. The ICC logged that Seegson scuttled it due to irreparable damage. There are no details on the cause or scope of
course not.
following up with Central. If we learn something you need.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll tell me everything you learn, you corporate shill bastard. I just gotta talk to everybody and get this fucking out of the way. Did I already get that done? This green dot? Am I good here with the green dot? Yeah, that's just like, yeah, you could go do that. I know I need to talk to you. I'm just making sure I'm covered over here. Do you have anything of value,
Any
sir?
briefing you need, you should get from your squad leader.
Great. That's so awesome. Very helpful. Thank you. Alright, I'm pretty sure doing this will actually kick me into a new mission. I just wanted to, like, I don't know, fucking... I like this world. I like the universe. I just think the people of it are idiots. It's like, you guys have... How did you get faster than light speed travel? And then, like, also it seems like the light speed travel you have requires that you balance the craft itself. Like, it's important to, like, not have it where one side is heavier than the other, which is crazy to me. Like, are you really using, like, I mean, I guess what would be considered standard combustion or fusion or nuclear engines to travel that fast? And you're just like, it's sort of like being like, yeah, we can travel to faraway places, but we use like a steam engine to do it, and we just take long naps. That's what we focused on, was the ability to cryo sleep and then use inferior that. Because, like, if you're traveling at that speed, this is one of the only fictions that it's like, if your shit isn't balanced, you might have a problem. It suddenly becomes like a whirling dervish. It's a poorly maintained and regulated fair ride at, you know, the county fair, like the Vomot Totron. Everybody else has got better things. Like, if you can travel anywhere near light speed, usually that's not a problem. Because at that point, it's like, if you have to worry about balance of your craft, why don't you have to worry about the acceleration? How long does it take for you to accelerate? Like, I guess you don't just, like, hit the red button and just, pew! Star Wars style, but... Or, I guess Star Trek does that. It's just I don't know that threw me off. I didn't know that, and I was just like, you guys focused on cryo sleep, and you focused on making synthetic humans that are filled with whatever white goo or whatever. Um, and like you pick a dandelion, and then you pick it, and it's got that white goo inside of it. It's sort of like that. I know that's not what it is, obviously, but my point is like, and people are dying doing things, and I never see anybody with like artificial limbs. Like it's not like Star Wars or any other like it's not cyberpunk. It's just everybody's like, are you regrowing them? Do you heal these people? Like how does this work? And they never really go into that. Pretty much people just die or they don't. There's not like a lot of you know, I don't know. It's just so many questions that don't make sense. And it's like, actually, if I recall now, as I said this, I'm like, I think that the Wayland whatever Futon, whatever corporation, that's how human beings got faster than light speed travel, is that we reverse engineered some stuff that, we somebody along the way beat a predator, and they didn't get to do the thing where they push the buttons and then blow up everything, and we reverse engineered it, and they didn't, I don't know, like, stop that shit. Which you would think they'd be like, oi, no. It's like maybe it went under the radar, maybe they don't really care that much, I don't know. But they're all running around doing stuff, and we basically have crap. Like, it's just like such a weird way to develop your technology, is all I'm saying. Alright, let me move on and do the thing, I guess. And just, I need to actually just sit down and watch like a thing that explains how the technology works. And I'm pretty sure I actually get it, and it's just still stupid. It's like, oh no, we just took what we already found from others, and they didn't care about that sort of shit. So, we're not as good as them, but we can kind of do some stuff that we wouldn't be able to. And we didn't try to improve upon it. We didn't discover it ourselves. We just took it and remade it, and it's incomplete, and yeah. I think that's actually how it is. I don't know. Whatever. Don't neglect your jump button, and you don't care.